Hi guys, so this is my new channel. You'll have to ignore uh, the the decoration behind me. I'm away at the moment. I'm starting work again for the holiday company I've worked for. So at the moment I am in Essex, and this is the caravan I'm staying in for 2 weeks. Interesting decor, I'm sure you'll agree. Um, so the other day, whilst travelling to Blackpool. This is actually a few weeks ago now. Um, I was sat in front of a couple who were discussing their views and opinions on certain things, and one of their opinions was to do with being gay um, or lesbian, um, and they didn't have the same opinion as me. Now, uh, me being a gay guy, their opinions didn't upset me. It annoyed me, to be fair. And had it not been that we were on a coach and I still had 8 hours on a coach with them, I probably would have said something to them. Um, they were basically saying that being gay was wrong, um, and that gay people shouldn't be parents, and many other things that really irritated me. Um, with the world we live in at the moment, I don't see being gay as an issue. Like it's so free in this world at the moment that it shouldn't be an issue still. Um, it's just crazy that there's people with that opinion. And to be fair, there's still loads of people in this world, not just in this country, but in the world in as an overall. Just have There are people that have that opinion, which isn't wrong. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I agree with that. But to say that gay people, lesbian people, shouldn't be allowed to be parents, I think is wrong. Um, because I know some gay parents that are probably better parents than some straight parents that I know. So it's more to do with the person, I think, than anything. It shouldn't be about whether they're gay or not. Um, and it just got me on to thinking about the fact that there are people that I know that are gay but haven't been able to come out because there's someone in their family or friends, or because of the way the world is, they're scared to come out. And I think that's quite sad that they're not able, or they don't feel they're able to express who they are. Um, Now, when I was younger, I came out at the age of 17 was when I first accepted it to myself. Um, I kind of had thoughts before that, but 17 was when I first accepted it for me. Um, I told a few of my close friends, um, and then obviously eventually it came to the time when I had to tell my parents. Now, I grew up in with a family that we kind of spoke about anything, and but it was still, as much as it was an open family and we were able to, I felt I was able to tell them. It was still scary. And I completely understand that it is scary, and it was scary back then. But at the same point, I kind of knew that my family would be very accepting of it still. Um, and so I probably didn't do it in the best way. I was planning on talking to them face to face, but I decided the night before to have a drink or two with some friends, and ended up texting my mother to tell her that I was gay, um, which was fine. She was fine with it, but it wasn't the way I wanted to do it. And it wasn't because I was scared, it was just because I'd had a drink and thought, well, why not? Um, and to be fair, my mum's reply was, wondered when you were going to tell us that. Which made me laugh and made things so much easier. Now I know there are people out there that haven't got as accepting and understanding parents, but that's what frustrates me. Everyone should be able to be themselves, and it's upsetting that there are people that can't be themselves when they're around their family or their friends because they're scared of what they're going to think. And that's something that I think our generation needs to look at and see if, and hopefully if we can get the message out that being gay isn't wrong. There's nothing wrong with you for being gay. It's just that's who you are. Nothing's made you gay. As the couple that was sat behind me on the coach, they were saying that maybe if you're gay, you've hung around with too many gay people, or your family brought you up around a lot of gay or camp people. It's not that at all. To be fair, there was a post I put on Twitter a few days ago that was basically saying, you say it's because I'm gay because I hang around with gay people, or because I grew up around gay people, but actually I grew up around a load of straight people. It didn't make me straight. And I agree with that. Like, it's not, you can't be made something. You are either gay, straight, or bi. And to be fair, I don't see there's a big stigma about being bi as being greedy. I think if you're bi, it's because, to be fair, you love who you love, and if that's male, that's male. If that's female, that's female. It doesn't bother me. I don't think it should bother anyone. I think it should be, you're allowed to be who you want to be. Sorry, it's quite windy. You're going to have to ignore that in the background. It's very windy. But it does annoy me that there are people, and there's people close to me that I think that are gay, but can't come out because they're worried about the stigma that they'll receive. And that's quite upsetting to watch. There's someone that was very close to me that wasn't able to come out to his parents. And it was hard to watch once he eventually got into a relationship, and that boyfriend of his either had to go to family events as a friend or didn't go to them, and that to me it's not right. I understand sometimes it's not, it has to be done like that because you haven't told your parents or whatever, but it's not fair to make someone act as though they're your friend rather than your boyfriend or girlfriend. No straight couple is expected to do that. Yeah, okay, there might be some girls that don't want to tell their dads that they've got a boyfriend, but they generally do. So this video is more about just kind of me getting my point across and hopefully letting people know that, you know what, it's all right. There's, even if you do get a bit of stigma from whether it's friends or family, your family still love you no matter what. Yeah, they may be shocked or upset to start with, but deep down they still love you, and that's never going to change no matter what you are or anything. And there's always people around that you can talk to, even if it's just talking to someone and saying to them, look, I'm a bit confused. Do it. It's going to make your life easier. It's going to give you someone to talk to. I had a very good friend of mine who she came into my life when I went to sixth form, and me and her were extremely close, and she was the first person I told, and she helped me a lot with accepting it, because it is hard to accept when you first start going, oh my god, I don't like women, I prefer men, or vice versa kind of thing. It is hard, and is scary, but it shouldn't be. As long as you've got someone that you can talk to, and there are people out there, even if it is a friend that you don't see as often, but you can talk to them via internet or via Facebook or via message, do it, because it gives you someone to talk to and someone to release everything to, rather than it building up and you either explode and it comes out at the most inappropriate of time, or it builds up and it does happen. People do silly things because they're so worked up that they can't tell anyone and they're unhappy, so they do things that to get out of it, which is sad, and it shouldn't be happening. And more needs to be done, I think, personally, in schools to do with it, because there is a lot of bullying in schools to do with being gay. I am a performer, and at school, when I was at secondary school, I was a dancer, singer, actor, did the lot. I was called Prancer. I called all sorts of names because I didn't do football or rugby or play a sport. Which I've always been very laid back. It doesn't bother me, whatever. Nothing gets to me like that. I'm doing what I love and I don't care what someone else thinks about it. But there are people that can't cope with that, and so I think schools need to be doing more about it and letting their students know that it's alright to be gay. It's alright if your best friend is gay. It's not, especially if your best friend is male and you're both male and one of you straight and one of you turns out to be gay. Your gay friend isn't going to come on to you and isn't going to try it on with you, because I think that's one of the big stigmas that is out there. A lot of straight guys think if you're friends with another gay guy, it's because he fancies you. It's not. It's really not. It's because, do you know what, as much as we are gay, we still like to have male friends. We still like to hang around with people and do normal things. We don't do different things because we're gay. It doesn't make us any different, really. It's just who we love and have romantic times with. It's just, I just wish there was more out there about it, and that's something that I try and do on Twitter and on Facebook. I put things out there, and I hope that this video brings comfort to people to realise that actually there's nothing wrong with being gay. And look, if you are watching this and are confused or unsure, message someone, message me if you have to, put a comment, do whatever you need to do, talk to someone, because it's just going to make your life much easier having that at least one person to talk to. Look, I know there are people out there that aren't going to agree with this video, and there's going to be people, I'll get backlash on the bottom of this video, I'm sure, in the comments from people that don't agree with what I've said, and that's fine. But if it helps one person, then it's done something, and that's all I want, is for it to help people realise that there's nothing wrong with being gay or lesbian or bi or transgender or anything. There is nothing wrong with it, as long as you're confident and comfortable in yourself, then that's all that matters. So, look, I'm going to end here because I've rambled on a fair amount. If you've liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. As I said, message me if you want to talk to someone. That is absolutely fine. I'd rather someone message me than have no one to talk to. Subscribe to my channel. There'll be lots more videos, not all as serious as this. There'll be some fun random ones as well, but I hope you've enjoyed it, and make sure you subscribe. See you later.